Hello, hello. I am going to do something kind of impromptu here. I saw a tutorial, actually, I watched several tutorials recently on how to make little Matchbook notepads. They're so cute. And I experimented with one. I am nowhere near proficient, but I'm really excited about it. So I thought it might be fun, possibly humorous to have me do another one on video with you. And you can learn from my mistakes as I go, right? So anyway, and of course, I don't have my finished one with me. I stuck it in my purse because it's such a handy little thing to put in my purse. But so here's the general gist of it. Well, here's kind of like my little protocol with my measurements. It's a little notebook about this size. So you can make it any size, and that's the part we're going to experiment with. But I really like this little size, so I cut out a few more strips, which basically I wanted a 2x3 little pad, right? So here's my theory as far as any size that you want. You could do, 3x4, 4x5. The formula, I think that works. We'll test it out later. Is if you want a 3x2, 3 being the long part, then all you need to do is double that for the paper. So 6, and then add a quarter. So the whole strip overall is going to be 6 1/4. So hold that thought. Okay. So 6 1/4. And I just double printed some papers. This one I made, this one I had bought from somebody. I just double printed it on cardstock. And it's best if you use a paper that doesn't have like an obvious pattern to it, because you'll be folding things around, and if something folds up here, that'll be upside down, then it won't look good. So find a pattern that it doesn't matter what direction it's going in. I think that probably will look the best. So I want this to be my front for this one here. Yes. So, and it is helpful to have a scoreboard. It's much quicker for this project. I like to do it both ways, but this I found is good with a scoreboard. So the little tab on the bottom, you want to make it 1 inch. So do your inch, and then do the one right next to it, which is a 16th or 32nd? Anyway, that tiny, just a little bit. So it creates a little bit of a gusset for your paper to sit in. Okay, so that's 1 inch. And I want the finished product to be 3 inches. So rather than move this around, I'm just going to say, okay, so here's 4, obviously would be, because I'm subtracting this 1. So I'm going to score again at 4. And again, do the little boop right next to it. Okay. So there we go. There's this. So I don't know if you can see, but it makes little gussets. And just kind of fold it, both of them. And this kind of folds itself. It's very nice. Okay, so now see, you have just a little bit of space to tuck in. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now for the paper, what I did, and this isn't science, but I didn't cut it exactly 2x3. I did it a quarter less. So I did 1 3/4 and 2 3/4. That way it's not right up to the edge, which I guess you could do. It doesn't matter really. But I wanted to have a little bit of a border around it. So then when you tuck, and this is about, 12. I did 12 little pieces. You don't want to make it too thick either, or else your staple's not going to be able to. This might be on the verge of too thick. But so then you just tuck it in there, and there's 2 different ways to do it. I'm going to do them both ways for you as far as the attaching goes. And you can play around with it and see what you come up with. But so I'm going to center it in there, right? And then see when I fold this here, you can just tuck it. All right, so now this is the super duper simple, easy, quick way. I'm just going to staple. Where's my stapler? Oops, bumping my light. Okay. All right, so I'm going to staple. I'm going to staple towards the bottom so that I've got enough room to tuck this. I don't want to put the staples up here. So I'm going to do 2 to make it stable. Okay, that worked. And I didn't do it super straight. Dang it. Let's see if I can get it on straighter. Okay, so how cute, right? But see, I don't like staples, just naked staples showing necessarily. So the quick and easy way to disguise this is, ta-da, washi tape. And of all the washi tapes I have, I don't have one that's just fantastic with this, but I think this one will work the best. So I'm going to wrap it all the way around to the back so that the back of the staples aren't sticking out and showing and don't snag on things. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to like center it. And then I can trim later. I made that way too long, but that's okay. And trim a little bit there. Oops. Oop. Okay. Ta-da! How cute is that? These would make great favors. My niece's wedding is going to be in August, and I volunteered to make everything for her that can be made. And I've been thinking about wedding favors. And I'm thinking this might be a really fun, cute, unique thing to do. Okay. So anyway, ta-da, isn't that cute? Love it. Of course, you can embellish it even more if you want. Put some stickers or flowers or whatever. So there's that one. Now here comes the experimental part. I only watched a video on how to do it this way, and I haven't actually done it, but it seems to be pretty self-explanatory. So I'll do this with you, and you can learn from my mistakes or laugh at me. Whatever. I'm okay. I'm all right with that. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to use this side. Yeah. Okay. And honestly, I'm not sure if it matters when you score it. What side you score, if that really matters. It folds up nicely either way. So anyway. Okay, so I'm going to do the same measurements. 1 for the little tab, and then 1 line over, and then subtracting that 1, I'm going to go to 4, which is actually going to make it 3. Okay. Well, come on now. That one doesn't want to. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now here's the other way to do it. If you want to completely hide the staples and make them very incognito, what you're going to do is go ahead and staple it outside of the container and staple it pretty low. Kind of like that. And then you're going to need a crocodile or something similar. Let me grab mine here. So I'm gonna dare say that like a regular hole punch is just going to be too big. It's going to make a huge, unless you make a bigger one, I guess it might work. But for this, it'd be way too huge of a hole. So I'm going to center this, and then I'm going to use the smaller hole, and I'm going to punch holes on either side of the staple, and then we're going to run a ribbon through it. That'll be cute. Okay, so it's not quite centered. Does anyone else get obsessed about centering things? I do a pretty good job by eye, but every once in a while I mess something up and it just bothers me if I missed my centering. Okay, again, so I'm gonna do it on the lower side rather than up too high, so there's enough. You know what? I'm gonna measure first. I don't want to. Speaking of centering, I'm gonna make dots to where my holes need to be. Okay, so that's 2. Let's say 1/2 inch in. Okay. Yeah, that should be. All right, so I don't know if you see my little markers there. Okay, so now I can punch with confidence. Okay. I'm always amazed at how strong this puppy is, boy. Whew. That packs a punch. All right, now I've got, what do I do with my ribbon? I thought I had skinnier ribbon, like the itty bitty tiny little ribbon, but I think this will do. We'll see. I will fold it in half and try to thread it through. Oh yeah, that works. Okay, now I'm gonna guesstimate here how long. One of my dogs just came upstairs to visit me, and she's looking at me like she's not sure if she's in trouble or not. I usually don't let my dogs up here. It's already kind of squishy up here. Anyway, okay, so get this nice and flat. Oh, this is going to be cute. All right, and then just tie a bow. Okay, that's easier said than done when it's this small. Eek. Eek. Okay. It's not the best bow in the world, but I think it'll do the trick. All right, I'm gonna trim that off. Okay. There you go. And that's the other way to do it. I just thought that was so cool. I'm in love with this new idea. New to me. You guys may have made a million of these already. I don't know. But I thought that was pretty cute. So let's see what I do with the other one. So here we go. The 2 different versions. Cover up the staples with washi tape or punch little holes and put ribbon through it. Isn't that cool? Okay. Okay, so now let's test my theory on measurements. And this I find kind of comical because I'm horrible with math. And I'm going to get really daring here and just do this on the fly. So as far as my formula goes, like I said, whatever size you want your finished product, lengthwise, double it and then add a quarter. Let's see. So these are 2 by 3. So let's do a 3 by 4. I'm just going to use this scrap piece of paper. It's not double-sided, so that's okay. All right, so let me do, I want it to be 3 wide and 4 high. So 3. Okay, so here's the part. Let's see. And actually, this paper is, it's okay. It's a map. Things are kind of upside down. It'll be okay, I guess. But okay, so 4, I want it to be 4. So I'm going to double it, which is 8, and then add a quarter. Oh, I hope it's long enough. Is it long enough? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm not sure what side I want to chop off. This side or this side? I think this side. Okay. All right. So 8 1/4. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Wish me luck. So I'm going to do the same thing. I want this to be the little tuck-in tab. So I'm going to go 1 inch in. And then a little bit for the gusset. All right, and I want it to be, what did I say, 4? So I'm subtracting this 1, so I need to go to 5. All right. Now I haven't cut paper for this to size because, like I said, I'm doing this very impromptu. Didn't plan this out. Can you tell? Okay, this one doesn't want to fold. There we go. Okay, so you know what? I think it's worked though, because let me make sure. Okay, so yeah, it works. It works. So it's just enough of a lip to be able to tuck back in. So that's the formula. You can make this any size you want. So your width, whatever width you want, that stays the same. Whatever length you want, double it and add 1/4 inch. You're welcome. I feel like a mathematical genius. That doesn't happen often. Okay. Anyway, so now I need to cut paper so I can actually I might give this to my husband. It's a little bit more manly, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, there you go, girls. All right, go have fun. Bye.